Alright, you do. We are back for the next part of Darksiders 2. Which I wanted to. Did not have an opportunity to do any of the extra stuff I wanted to do. Any of the extra quests that I didn't get to yesterday. So, this one. I hate that this doesn't. So that says in the Forge Lands. Which the Forge Lands are actually physically over here, unless that's just a generic term. Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave all those for you. Where's the thing for this? I think we're just running this naturally somewhere. Because it did show that that was to the side of it. Well, basically it's the side. I'm just randomly hanging in the air. Just something.
Whatever is behind this door, getting in won't be easy.
Future problems. Chest on this side. I hate that you can't just clamber onto stuff. It's got to be context specific. Like, I think it was the same in the first game, but you could actually just grab certain ledges as well. Also, this is more for the stream than the YouTube video, but I don't know how long this stream will be because of the family stuff having to do that came up yesterday. So I might have to make an abrupt stay. Oh, that's right, he turns around on his own. I want this to get like stuck at the edge of the map. Oh. Interesting. What the fuck are you? You an enemy? Oh. Now I think what we could do, since we've got the let's keep this one, is this should make a feel like that one. Have dodge and waypoint set, fast travel will destroy. Yes. I assume you just fast travel to that point from the dungeon. But we can come out, get this thing from her, and be all the better. Hello, pretty much. I have the stuff you wanted. Let's hold
A
it.
heart in the forest, a mind that is dreaming. Awaken him, horseman, or you will never escape.
Here is what you asked for.
Thank you, horseman. You'll not be sorry for your trouble. This talisman will certainly help you on your quest. But I fear you will not break your destiny.
No, but I believe I might bend it a little. The warden I seek, who was he?
He was a great builder once. He has been dreaming for ages. Some say that his dreams help build our realm, give it form and color.
If so, shaman, then his dreams have long since turned to nightmares.
Grim Talisman. The maker not only has the Mad Smith forged this talisman using arms and armor of slain warriors from the dead plains. Grim, as the talisman was named, was crafted to distill and concentrate necromantic power from the abyss. The Grim Talisman makes any weapon wielded by its owner build Reaper energy with every successful attack. Okay. Strength goes down, damage is about the same. So that because it's on another. Yeah, I'm gonna show you what that means other than like the flavor text about it. Sure.
Something what was old is new again.
Cells. Which I need to double check it. Yeah, these are significant. So, it's better than to sell everything there. Where's the damage is about the same, so sell everything there. That. Those. I thought I equipped these last time. Maybe did. Oh, it was the greaves, I think, actually, not the greaves. Don't sell that, because I just didn't have enough of this stuff out here before we go back to the dungeon.
I will make you.
Hold on to that, because it's like kind of.
My thanks. I will offer this to the forest. I will make use of it as best as I can. I will offer this to the forest.
Should be able so to just so fast travel back to that extent. That is such a great feature, letting you leave, but you can just puts down a fast travel point for you. Just put it over there. I actually took a look at it. Is there anything else around? Seeing there's like a door. Carry on. Chest back there that's blocked. Space I figured we're gonna find another construct up here. Actually, I don't know if that's what these are called. What if instead of fighting you directly, I just absolutely destroyed you with this guy? I'll be back, big blue brother. Nope. Did not mean to do that. Oops. Is there anything down here? Fall in the water anyway. See what the point. There's somebody maybe a passageway. So this is just leads to the other side. Oh, got a boatman coin. Please death, I'm begging. Bring the bridge up. Forget it also pauses the game. Cutscenes. What's fucking this? What are you doing? This unearthly strength is increased for a short time. Increased strength by 30 while active. It's not the time. I never use the like LB maneuvers or anything in the first game, to the point where when I did my playthrough this time, I didn't even buy those. The only reason I bought them in my first playthrough was just for completion's sake. This pretty good. Sure the ghouls had more health, so they could help us out longer. Too forward. Damn, this thing's not quite as hard as I thought it was. What? No, I know it's on. Weird. Yeah, destroy that one, but why not? What you got for me? Some new boots there. And a big weapon. I need to watch out anything. Yeah. So critical damage and experience goes down, but it is 7-point boost in strength, element increase in defense. Sure. Oh. Oh. Jesus, thank you. Oh. Something down here, maybe? Is this just in case you fall off the chain? Ah, there is. Tear it open, tear it open, tear it open. Oops, new signs. Are they better? They are a fair amount better. Oh, fuck, look at those things. This is cool looking. Those are sick and fucking rad looking. It's just the currency. Of all the things I could block, I think this would be the best not to worry about. Oops. Probably over there. Dodged in there instead of running. Oh, I see. So I would assume it's the key. Yes. Spell key. Yeah, I hate that they took away the traversal of this, like, but going faster. Like, being able to just run across. Or leap across it like you could with War. So that's that, but what's up with this thing? Exactly around. So switch up there. This is completely caved in. There's not a good jumper. Right. We'll just go to the door. And again, I wish this animation for unlocking the door also opened it, so you didn't have to do a second button prompt. What's going on, Dusty? I'm doing alright. As well as can be expected. Hope you're having a good morning. Like I said, I don't know why they would take out the ability to go faster on these. Can't imagine there was anyone who thought that that was a bad idea. Week's been alright. Got some, fortunately had some family stuff come up yesterday that I'm gonna have to be concerned with for the next week or so, but it is what it is. Hoping that all goes okay. But other than that, been pretty solid. Finally got started, finished up Darksiders last week, so I was finally able to get into the game that I never finished. Because this was the big reason I wanted to play through these games again. Was to actually play through all the games I never finished, for one reason or another. You ever played these, Dusty? Can't recall. I know Ryder said they did. Incandescent. Said they were big fans of them. Never did. Yeah, I think these games did pretty well, but they weren't like super popular. I mean, they did well enough to do 4 games, and they got a 5th. You know, they got announced recently. But they're a good time if you like just. They have like a lot Metroidvania vibes. The first one did. This one right here is more of an open world RPG. Because you can see you have like you get actual rarities of items and stuff like that. So this one's a bit different. It's about as different from the second and third game as the fourth game is from them. Because the fourth one's like an isometric dungeon crawler. Yeah, the first one was more of Metroidvania, you know, getting different abilities, going back to other areas. This one's more of an open world RPG. The third one is more like the first game, I believe. I don't. The third one I didn't play enough to really remember. This one I played enough of. I played about 8 hours of this and got like a quarter of the way through the game before I dropped it. I think didn't play quite as much of the third. The fourth I only played a little bit, but it's like I said, it's an isometric dungeon crawler where you play as the fourth horseman and I think you play as War as well. I know he's in the game, but I don't remember if you actually play as him. But this has got a whole skill tree. And the big thing is, like I said, having these different levels of weapons. Oh, and this game has a great feature. I don't know if you're somebody that cares about this, Dusty, but you can see. These are the ones I have equipped now. But when you change them, your items actually change on your character, and it's not just your weapons. Do I have armor? Or I have multiples or something? Oh yeah, here you go. And this doesn't really add anything like to the gameplay of the game, but it's just a nice feature. I love games that allow your character to change depending on what they're wearing. But these are a good time, and they usually go on sale pretty often too. That's why one of the reasons I started playing is because the third game went on sale a while back for pretty cheap, so I bought it. So just leave you here. Oops. How long is it? This game for the main story was, I think, 20 hours. So the first game's about 17-ish hours. I don't know why this isn't showing the right thing. There it was. Why are you not showing the regular ones? Yeah, so the first game's about 17 hours for the story, and 28 to complete it. This one was about 20 hours for the story. Yeah, 20, 22 hours. Full completionist is like 46 hours, which makes sense because it's, like I said, it's a open world game more. The third game is about 14 hours for the main story and about 30 for 100%. And Genesis is also about 14 hours, 30 hours for the completion. So they're decently length. Like if you just want to play the main story and maybe do a little bit of extra, you're looking at the first game's about 20, 25 hours probably. This one's a little more because it's more open world. There's side quests to run around and do. And then the third and fourth games are closer to. They're a little shorter than the first game, and they're about equivalent to each other. Shorter games that I can bang out in a few hours. Yeah, I'm definitely the same. You know, like what Ray says all the time. You know, shorter games are where it's at more than the longer games. Well, I'm sure. But I mean, I am saying this more in like a streaming method. Uh, but I do recommend these games. These games have great lore. If you've never even heard of these games, the main gist of them is you play as the four horsemen of the apocalypse in each game. Oh my god. I forgot. The first game you play as War, in this game you play as Death, and the third one you play as Fury, and in the fourth game you play as Strife and War, I think. I just don't remember if you actively play as War or if he's just a companion. What's going on? But they've got great lore. That's like, you know, in most fictional depictions of the Four Horsemen, they're just, what is it? They're just like ethereal beings. They exist because the concept they embody exists. So war exists because people are always at war. Death exists because things live and things have to die. Let's go ahead and do this. You know, Fury, Strife, or whichever versions of the Horsemen you choose, they exist because, like I said, those things exist. In this series, the Four Horsemen exist because, are actually Nephilim. They are, which I think Nephilim in Horsemen is going to 7th generation of games is that games have to be insert number of hours long here at least. Or insert number of hours here at least. When in reality it honestly varies quite a bit. If I love a game that ends after 8 hours versus a game that forces at me by hour 20, which game would I more likely recommend? Yeah. Well, and that's like the argument for graphics. Like, graphics have continued to become better and better and better. But my favorite game to this day still is Tetris. Just a block game. They can add as many goofy effects like they did with Tetris Effect or whatever that they want. but I still enjoy Tetris as my most loved game because it's a game I can go back to all the time. Like I can always play Tetris, no matter how I'm feeling or anything. I will always be able to play a game of Tetris. And like I said, my recommendation of this series comes from the lore more than anything. Like the gameplay's solid in all the games. Is really solid in all three of the games as far as I remember. Like I said, it's been a while since I played them. That's part of the reason I'm playing them again now. Come on. Please. I don't want you reviving people. But I really love the lore. Like I was saying, in most depictions of the Four Horsemen, they exist as generic concepts that are given physical form. So death, war, strife, fury, they all exist because those concepts exist for, you know, humans or whatever beings are in the world. But in this, they're actually Nephilim in this game's lore. Now, in I think real Nephilim lore, they're supposed to be the products of an angel and a human having a child. But in here, Nephilim are the creation of a demon, bits of angels and bits of demons. So it's a little different from what would be the real world lore of them. But I love the idea of the horsemen as actual beings that exist. They're not just concepts, you know, that are given physical form. They are actual. They're a race of people. Oh. Boom. Dodge, please. Dodge enough. But yeah, I can understand people not wanting to play longer games now. Everybody says, like, I remember that argument years ago about, well, games are $60, so what do you think's the appropriate length? And I'm like, the appropriate length is whatever makes the game feel good. Like, if they can make a $60 game that lasts, like you said, 8 hours, and I love it, but then they make a $60 game that's 20 hours of content, but I'm bored by, you know, the midway point, I'm not going to care how good it is. I forgot the controls for my regroup one. That's why I think roguelites have been such a major thing, especially after Binding of Isaac became a thing, because there's hundreds of hours of content, sometimes thousands of hours of content for games that are usually indie games and are not full price. And I think indie games, what was it? Roguelike games, like, you know, Enter the Gungeon, Binding of Isaac's the big one a lot of people know. I think those games are great because I think everybody can find a roguelike that they like. Like mine personally is Binding of Isaac. I love Binding of Isaac. I've spent thousands of hours in that game series across like 3 different consoles. You know, Ray, he really loves Gungeon. Like he's played, I mean, if you saw his reaction to Enter the Gungeon 2, he lost it. He loves that series so much. There was no meme I remember when I was younger with Angry Joe screaming 4 hours in disbelief, which was just used to criticize the game for being too short. I mean, basically encapsulates a lot of reason why games have too much bloat. Yeah. Like I said, it all depends on, it all depends on somebody's sensibility. There's people that can't stand the idea of, you know, a game that's more than like 10 hours at the outside, and there's people that love, that's like people that play MMOs are crazy to me. Like, there's so much to do there, and I'm one of those people where, when I'm playing a game, I want to do everything that I can do as I play the game. I want to find collectibles are hit and miss for me. I have to really like the game to care about collectibles, but I want to do all the side quests. So if I'm playing like a Fallout, I want to get every side quest I get. I want to do it as soon as I can, then continue with the main story or something like this. This game has side quests in it, and I already said that I would probably do those offline or off stream. Wait a minute, there's a chest over there. I guess we come back over there. You know, but I am one of those people that wants to. We'll go ahead and get over here. Sweet. But I want to do everything in a video game as I progress. I forgot which point. I would think I was making 2 different points, and I forgot one of them. But, you know, I want to do everything in a game as I'm playing it. But that's like I have to tell myself in this game with the side quest. This game's already going to be probably like at least 30 hours to play just streaming the main story. If I try to do the side quest on stream, this is going to be a 40 to 50 hour, you know, stream across however many weeks. And I'm not a fan of that. I like to keep them pretty condensed, you know. I forgot. So that's why I said, you know what, I'm just going to do those offline, just to do them for myself, try to get, you know, most of the completion for the game. Oh, there's the compass, so there's the third one of those. Like, you can see, like, that was part of a side quest. If I can see it and just, oh, there it is, I'll grab it while I'm streaming. But a lot of this stuff I'll do offline, because I just don't want to keep it going all the time. But yeah, some games are just, they're too long. That's like, I know Ray played a little bit of the new Mario and Luigi game, Brothership, and I streamed that entire game. I love that game. I think it's a really good addition to that series. That game's like 10 or 15 hours longer than it really needs to be. Like, how long was the completion on that? Yeah. The completion for Brothership, Mario and Luigi Brothership, just to complete the main story. Where did it go? I lost it. The main story is 40 hours, Dusty. Just if you just do the main story and nothing else in that game, 40 damn hours. And see, here's the crazy thing, Dusty. If you do, like, the main story and a couple of extra things, it's 49 hours, so it adds 9 hours if you're doing little things here and there. The total completion is 58 hours. And that's crazy, because normally it's the completion stuff that raises the time up. But the main story is over double the amount of time it would take you to do the completionist route of it. The completionist adds an extra 18 hours, and that's not even half of what the main story takes. It's insane. Like, when the new Mario and Luigi people made that game, they were like, we're putting everything into this. Like, I don't think they left a damn thing on the cutting room floor for that game. Is there something in here? So I guess we're supposed to put him right here. And like I said, I really like the game. I understand, like, when Ray played it, he did, like, I think 4 or 6 hours of it, and he's just like, yeah, I don't think he said he wasn't feeling it, but it just felt like, you know, a lot of tutorial. Like, he was still in tutorial when he was, like, 6 hours in. And that kind of stuff gets old. Nope. Go to the left, please. And I understand that from people. I'm like, yeah, game. That's like Sun and Moon. That was everybody's big complaint with that. Is like you get like, I think people were saying you could get 10 or 12 hours in, and you're still doing tutorial stuff. What makes this up? Oh, here we go. And that's too long. I really like the Mario and Luigi series. I've played the best games in that series. I've played the worst games in that series. But 40 hours is just way too long for that. For a Mario and Luigi game. I know it was the first console Mario and Luigi, but still. Like, I was struggling by, like, I don't even remember how many parts that was. That had to be like 12 or 13 parts I did for it. Let's see. "13 parts I did. And my last part, because I just wanted to finish the game, was 7.5 hours. Let me see. Yeah, like 2 hours, 40-minute stream, 4 hours, 3.5, 2 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours, 2.5, 6 hours, 40, an hour and 17, 3 hours, 350, and then like nearly almost an 8-hour stream for the last part because I had to be done with it on stream. So yeah, people that say, "Oh, a game's got to be, 50 hours, fucking mega content shit," I'm like, no, man, absolutely not. If a game is like 50 hours long just for the story, that's a game I'm playing in like chunks over a year's time, if I even care enough to continue playing it. Like I said, I understand like what you're saying. Like even 20 hours is a pretty long call. You got to really enjoy a game to want to sink 20 hours into it. Especially, not even counting, if you've got work, school, family obligations and the like. Oh, that's one of the books of the Book of the Dead pictures. Oh, take that down. But yeah. Oh. Oh, I guess we're supposed to go grab the other one. What is your optimal length for a game, Dusty? Just like you're just playing it, whether you stream it or not, just you're playing it and it's a good length for you. Um, where it's not too long, not too short. Because I can understand some people like if you play $60 for a game and it's only say like I don't know. I don't know if I have like a personal cutoff for how long how much content a game should be for a certain amount of money, because that's really not my kind of thing. Oh wait, did this open the other one now? It did not open this. Or I wonder if you reach out of the area. Let's try this real quick. I didn't even realize we had to do this. Now did this open? see without jumping off. This. I think that's 3 of 4. Or 3 of 10, I mean. I don't know why I said 4. 4 is not a part of that. I think I was trying to say that's either 3 or 4 of 10. But then you also got to think about stuff like, I was extremely hyped for when Dragon Ball Sparking Zero came out, and I know the the Budokai Tenkaichi games basically lived off the competitive scene, and I knew they were going to kind of build stuff for that into it. But I'm only there for playing the story mode, so I knew from the offset before I even bought that game that I'm like, this game is going to be 99% them trying to, do competitive scene stuff for it. And it's not going to be for me. I'm not going to care. My only worry was, and this seems to be happening, is they've done no story DLCs. They've added a bunch of DLC characters, but none of it has added any story mode that I know of. But I still enjoyed that game, even knowing that I wasn't getting the full use out of it, since I know I'm not going to competitive play in it. I'm just running across it. So we got a bunch of stuff for it. Nothing better than drop that strength basically. Get piercing damage. It's not better. It's a straight buff. We will reduce the critical damage of experiments. Equipped. Oh. Oh, something up there. Of course. Ooh. Oh, only just looking that. Serious? Rushed. Oh, thanks there. Oh, dodge into them when they're striking instead of to the side. We good? Okay. Oops. Oops, what that was. Oh, of course that had there it is. The dead page. Well, just halfway there. Rolled and perfect way of dipping. I don't think I grab it. Yeah, that's the... What to do, what to do. Can't make this with them. Let me get a save here. Let's put this right out here. So that does kind of work out. I should have went ahead and done it because the pre-rolls are about to be on anyway. You want to not roll over there this time? Wait a minute. This one didn't. Okay. So which of these two ways do you want? Oh, well, we've already been over here. Let's just open an old door. Oh, Dusty got the almost star. Hell yeah. Oh, oh shit. Seriously. Anyway. Hold up here, like I said, I need to get the pre-rolls turned off, so YouTube will be right back. And we continue. So not being able to skip these little cutscenes is also pretty fucking bad. Yeah, fuck Lord. I cannot get away from both these guys. It's... Okay, one of these. Seriously. As long as there is the biggest enemy in the room, you should be facing him. The rest of these guys do not fucking matter when the big guys are. Close enough. There. Alright, we're good. Oh, let's go through that one. What we got here? Oh, good. There's this gigantic son of a bitch. Construct Hulk, huh? I don't know which move he does. Is that not there? Really fucking not. Thanks. No, fuck off. Oh. Got him. That bit off and that bit off. Cut that bit out. And goodbye. Skeletal acts of rending. A tale often told amongst the dead plains concerns a proud warrior who boasted often of his skill, only for it to be later revealed that the braggart had claimed the victories of others for his own. As punishment, the warrior was transformed into a magical axe, doomed forever to assist others in gaining the glory he had so wrongfully sought. Although this axe does not strike as hard as many other weapons, it steals the vitality from those it strikes, transferring it to the wielder, strengthening him whilst weakening his foes. Critical strikes for the axe rend the foe for even greater amounts of stolen health. Neat. Aha. Lost temple complete. Let's see. Random. It's a significant drop. Got double the chest. Double the chest, double the front. Nope, just in case something wild happens. I walked around this way just in case it starts a cutscene walking in the middle. Spirits, defense is the same. You lose the strength, okay, or the defense was the same. We lose strength, okay. Critical chance. Critical damage. Search just for experience. Let's get some defense. What up, dude?
You may ache, Warden, but you're not corrupted. Not yet.
Corrupted. Then it was not a dream. The Makers have need of me.
The Makers say that you can reach the Foundry, and that a Guardian lies within.
The Foundry, yes. It is where I was cast. But it was lost. And now you will need my help.
This place, what was it?
I cannot tell you. It's on the tip of my tongue. My tongue seems to be elsewhere.
Corruption spreads across your realm and you slumber.
Stone is heavy. It is easier to rest. In my dreams I can move again. In my dreams I am flesh.
Will you help me, old one?
Yes.
Shall we?
Hold on, little one.
Check.
In my slumber, I have felt the Guardian reaching into my dreams. He is the strongest of us all, but in his heart there is a hunger. The Guardian was built to destroy. He has much in common with corruption. You must speak with Adar and make your peace before possible. There may be no crossing back.
YouTube. Seriously, can't even talk to him, man.
I've restored your forge and brought life to stone. But am I any closer to the tree? Tell me now, old one, or you may never get the chance. I hear the foundry is dangerous.
As is the tree, horseman, and the entire forest. That is why you must awaken the Guardian. But have you asked yourself, why you seek the tree?
The tree of life is where I will find my brother's absolution.
The tree of life is a gateway. From it, one may travel to places undreamed of, whether a world of oceans and forests, or ice, or endless night. The tree exists there. It may appear different, yet it is the same tree, and its roots connect all the realms. The tree of life is not where journeys end, but where they begin.
Guess he just picks a random spot. Fuck it. Oh, piece of shit. They hear you? What is this? See? Okay. Get this. So drop past it there.
These are for you.
Where did you find these?
That's interesting. So I guess he apparently just gives stat bonuses. I wonder if I can get up there. Six, I think, still fine.
It's time you find something.
I wish, because this isn't going to move the mark. Get it. I wish after you completed the fort, if there was a side quest that would like show up. I'm sure I just like walked back by it somewhere. It's on the first floor. It's where a mini boss was. Find one here. So it's this entire. I missed 2 chests in this area, and I apparently didn't go through that area. Let's go there first. Is that not a part of this whole damn thing? Just like the second floor. I have been over here, it just didn't show. Oh, there it is, so it does show. Okay, hold on. Oh no, that's dust it's showing. So just something that I didn't get. This is the Is this that I missed? Chest. Yeah, like, because we can't, couldn't have added an ability just to grab random ledges. Problem is, the instructions I'm looking at are really fucking weird. Because it doesn't give you any directional... it uses directions to tell you which rooms, but it doesn't imply whether it's when you come into a room or you're going out of a room. That's the kind of reason I said I was going to do this offline, but I wanted to try and at least do this one, just to finish Tarn's line before I turn the compass on. So you can't ever turn this on if I'm looking at this. Should be the one over here on the other side. Where did the champ down? Can't believe I saw the helmet and I saw the compass easily, but I somehow missed this fucking hammer. Hoping I'll like see the room where we fought that boss, and I'll just remember. Hold my damn breath. So I never figured out get over there. I did figure out how to get it. It's just I just blocked it. Forward. Fucking question, idiot. So I was in, it's the other section I was just fucking in. Obviously. It's in there. Okay, so this was one that wasn't just in the area itself. You had to kind of move, go to an optional room. It is the critical chance, but it's from You gotta remember that just because it shows like a red thing doesn't mean you can't go to those rooms. It's just you haven't went there yet. Most of the time, a red bar at a transitional door means that you can't go through it. And again, I play too much Resident Evil, so. What's this one? Dead cones. Um, on, where the fuck are you?
I found your armor.
Stone be praised! It brings back memories to see it again.
Worry not, Maker. Now you can find your way home.
This compass guided me to many wonders. To hold it again after so long, it makes me feel a mere 500 years old. Thank you.
Don't subside. Use the very bones of the demon he defeated. An unknown maker craftsman forged these weapons to celebrate his victory in battle. The wearer of the gauntlet is imbued with the demon's feral energy. The more damage that is done to the wielder, the more frenzied and savage his attacks become. I'm not a big fan of those kind, but I do like the experience and money in this. I'll put this on for a bit. See how well it does.
Oh, it's you, horseman.
What was Valis doing in a dungeon?
We hoped to restore the shattered forge within, but it was corrupted and overrun by the sea vermin. We barely escaped with our lives, no thanks to Khan.
You let that pup guide you?
Aye, at the time we did not see the harm, but Khan would do anything to prove himself. I fear one day he will go too far. Oh,
Probably.
Valis has been busy. There are new items.
See that.
Valis will put it to good use. Oh, Valis. This should go nicely with
Yeah.
others.
So.
Valis will put it to good use.
It's better than come on. Glaive. Some of these are so exceptionally strongly, but I do want to try out that. Let's go. And oh, that's good. But also good. Make my strength critical damage. I think this one's the best overall. Alright. That's interesting.
An excellent investment.
Check and see. It's Pauldron seconds of 43. Please.
What brings you before me?
It's nice. That is significant. Okay, sure. It's the Pauldron response.
This should go nicely with me.
This. So, this one.
Oh, it's you, horseman. Valis will put it to good use.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. What's that? So this one would be to go here and go back around. this. Good.
This is no place for a horse.
Good. It's probably below the start, yes. Shot back. Oh. Ill this morning? Nope. I also wasn't ill last night. I just misspoke. What I meant to say last night was that we had been working on a separate issue and that we didn't even realize the other thing was an issue at the time. Because I was echoing last night. And me and Amos spent like 30 minutes plus working on that, so when you had said that, I was just trying to say that, you know, at the time we didn't have anybody there earlier. No, I don't think I said that's what I mean. I didn't say that when I said what I said, but that's what I was thinking in my head. I just didn't say it all, say it right then. But we had been focused on that echoing problem. Yeah, I know. When I thought back to it, I was just like, when you said that, I was like, oh great, there's another problem that we didn't realize was a problem because nobody had been in the, well, somebody had been in Amos's, but they can, if they're watching Amos's side, they can't hear my side. But yeah. No, you're fine. It's just, it is what it is. And that's like with me echoing on Amos's side. We don't know what causes that either. Like, we fixed it a couple of times, but we can never recall what exactly it is we do to fix it. And we don't even know if it fixes it half the time. Because Amos, I think, has the same kind of audio setup that I do. But for some reason, I echo on his stream, and he doesn't echo on mine. As far as I can tell, no one's ever mentioned him echoing. It's just sometimes he's too low, which I thought I had that fixed at one point. But I think I might have adjusted his volume for something outside of the stream once, and I think that might have been what messed it up again. Good. Anything down here? Oh. It weirds me out when it's set. There we go, there we go. So I guess he doesn't work with this one.
It's time you find something.
There we go. 22. It's over there somewhere. Let's see. something that would make it more for you, but doing just as before. Yeah, there's two different ways I can change the volume for Amos. I can change my computer's volume directly, or I can change his audio in Discord directly. So I can lower just him up and down. The problem is I think the last time I did it, when I upped his volume enough to where somebody could hear him, it made him super loud in my headphones. But I think I've fixed that by lowering my computer volume, maybe. What are we supposed to be doing here? 'Cause I don't see any way to go up anywhere. There's nothing in the water. We don't have an ability. Yep. We are missing an ability. Okay. We do any of these yet? Okay. I would like to go ahead and do some of these. What's his name? Hmm. Let's see. Hmm. I can't remember this guy's name. I would like to figure this out. Some can't be relevant. That's my only thing with games like this is uh, not knowing whether you can go ahead and do some parts. Yeah, so last week, like number 2 or something. Yes, this is the second game in the series that I was playing. We finished Darksiders last week, and this is Darksiders 2, the Deathinitive edition. It's a remastered version of the original game. So we should just do this then. Because it seems like all of these require you to have extra items that I don't have yet. Yeah, in the first one we played Ward, tried to absolve himself, and this one actually takes oh, I need to go back here and talk about it. this one, I think how to say this. It takes place before the events of the first game. At this point in time, the character we played in the first game, War, is still locked up for allegedly starting the apocalypse early. We're playing as this guy, his brother Death, trying to absolve him. We're trying to absolve him of that crime because we don't believe he committed it, but we're also at this point trying to bring humanity back to life because at this point humanity is basically dead, I believe. Do we need to? I thought I needed to talk to. Oh, it's Steve. Who else is in here? I thought he said we had to talk to somebody named Idrid. Idrid. Oh, there's a need to go further. Oh, so these characters here that are like gigantic, these are race known as the Makers. So these are supposed to be the people who have existed since the dawn of time. They helped forge some of the worlds. They make a lot of the items in the world. But yeah, they're just huge. Like these two right here are just a brother and sister who make stuff. I think the guy that we passed outside was he's like, I guess, their leader right now. But they're known as Makers, and they're just known for building things, essentially. Oh, there we go. Oh, please.
So the time has come.
What
The
became
warden.
of the other wardens?
In my dreams, I felt many of my brothers,
Yeah.
but only one still called. Aura, a warden most ancient.
So, if I've understood correctly, these characters. Sue talks really slow. These characters are known as wardens, these creatures. And I think if I understood correctly, they are crafted, they're just made of stone, but they are given the essence of a person, of one of the makers, those big guys I was talking about earlier. Those guys make these guys, and then they put part of one of the other makers' souls into them to give them life. If I understood it correctly, I might not have.
Tell me about
But
the
I think that's
foundry.
what these guys are.
It is a holy site where soul is fused with stone.
Yeah, this game's got a lot of confusing lore,
The darkness
so it's hard to keep track of all of it. But I'm pretty sure that's what is up with these guys. You see them in the first game with no knowledge of what they are.
is strong, and with your help, we will claim it once more.
No point either.
You heard the warden. It's not safe to go alone. You need my help.
Yeah, we rescued this guy, brought him to life to basically open this bridge, I believe, was the whole thing. And the basic story, or as of now, aside from us trying to rescue our brother or prove his innocence, there is corruption in this world that is slowly killing it. It's like this malevolent force that's taking over, like, the world itself. And it's corrupting various constructs and stuff. And the area we need to get to is blocked by it, so we're trying to awaken a bigger... I think it's called something else, but it's one of those guys, except a different version, like a bigger version. I don't know if they're called wardens as well. But we had to get him to get to the area to wake that guy up so he can clear the area we need to go to. Around here? Looks like it. In we go. Yeah, the Guardian, that's what it's called. Sounds like Everworld. Yeah, basically that's what... I think that's what the story ends up being for this, is that corruption's taking over, like, every world, everywhere, slowly. Where's that chest at? Oh, there it is. I didn't know if it was higher up or not. Biggest difference between the game and our world being that you can see the physical corruption in this world, and ours, you can't. Because you never know who it's going to be. Which makes for a real interesting life. What's in here? Someplace we cannot go. Oh, Pop, are you doing anything today? Just in general? Yeah, you can see it, but you very rarely can tell just off it. Don't have to wait on look up here real quick. Okay. Alright, so I don't know if Peeball is having his surgery today or not now, because something happened, like, with his blood sugar and stuff last night. But I know Mom... let me take a short break real quick, because the pre-rolls just got turned on. I'll call you real quick, Pop, and ask you while I'm doing this ad. YouTube will be right back. Alright, YouTube, let me do this save real quick. And YouTube, I have to end the recording here for reasons, but we will pick this up another time. So, thank you all for watching. Y'all take care, and we'll see y'all next time.